Good naming conventions can make or break your code's readability and maintainability. Code is often written once but read multiple times, whether it's by other developers, your future self, or even automated tools. Clear and descriptive names are key to making sure your code is understandable and easy to work with. When naming variables, functions, classes, and more, there are a few key things to keep in mind. Your name should describe the purpose or content clearly. For example, instead of naming a variable X, name it user age or total price, something that immediately tells what the variable holds. Stick to a consistent naming convention throughout your code base. If you are using a camel case for variables, don't switch to snake case midway. Names like data or item are too vague. Be as specific as possible, like user data or car item. While it is important to be descriptive, avoid names that are too long. For instance, total number of users in the system can be shortened to user count. If you are working in a specific language or framework, follow its standard naming convention. For example, classes in Python are usually named in Pascal case, while variables and functions are in snake case. Booleans should usually be named with a prefix like is, as, or can, e.g. is logged in, has access, or can edit. If a variable holds a count or number, name it accordingly, like item count or total price. When naming arrays, lists, or collections, use a plural name, for example, users or products. For dictionaries or mapping, consider using key value hints in the name, like user rows. Functions and methods should be named after what they do. Start with a verb that describes the function's purpose. For instance, calculate total, fetch user data, or send email. A function that calculates taxes shouldn't be just called calculate. Name it calculate tax or compute task. Functions should ideally do one thing, so their name can be concise and clear. For classes, think of them as blueprints for objects. They should be named using nouns or noun phrases. Name classes after the thing they represent, like user, invoice, or order processor. Don't name your classes manager, it's too vague. Instead, opt for file manager or user manager. Constants should be named in a way that clearly distinguishes them from variables. Constants are often written in uppercase with underscores separating words, like max users or API key. Make sure the name tells exactly what the constant is for. For example, pi is fine for the mathematical constant, but if it's a custom value, make it clear, like discount rate. Here are some common pitfalls to avoid. Don't use numbers directly in your code. Instead, assign them to a well-named constant. It's tempting to shorten names, but avoid it if it makes your code unclear. btn for button is okay, but user for user creation is not. And there you have it. Naming things in code might seem like a small detail, but it's crucial for writing clean and maintainable code. Take the time to name things well. Your future self and your team will thank you. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more coding tips and tutorials. See you in the next one.